Okay, listen. No. I'm not saying this is bad on you. Just in general, we should be surprised that we should already be having a conversation and then the podcast just start right while we're in the throes of a conversation.
I'm pretty sure he's doing that right now.
Yeah,
No.
is he starting the podcast now? As I'm telling him to start the podcast.
Yeah, make sure. Is it start with the intro?
It is starting right now.
Okay.
Dylan, you gotta do your rap thing there.
Do we have Ikiruri Basaikas no Fukta Maria Majimadias? Ikiruri Basaikas no Fukta Maria Machimatiyotso do Kuchikawari. Koga Jesse Kotiyotsu
It
Kumagakure.
sounds like you're singing like that, like Lefsa song. Like that's how it sounds.
Yeah.
Three.
It's like
Do-
do it
do
in
11.
Swedish. What?
Never mind.
Okay.
The intro is over. The podcast.
Has commenced.
Hey guys, hey, how are you?
Can you do a Swedish accent?
Hinga dinga dorga.
I don't.
Oh my gosh, I'm Swedish.
Skrattidu.
Oh, you guys are doing the PewDiePie accent.
Swedish.
I feel like I don't have that sense of like I'm doing an accent and I can or I'm someone else is doing an accent. I can't pick up on it that fast.
Swede. I don't know.
I feel like
What do you
it's
mean?
a skill that some people are born with, where they pick up on accents. They
Oh,
can do
yeah.
them. I
Like
think
me.
you have I think it might be just because you've had exposure to different
That's
accents.
true. A lot. Of
Like if you
different
learn
accents.
2 languages, it's easier to learn a third.
Yeah.
I feel like. So
Mm.
I
If I've learnt 2 accents, so I can learn a 4th and a 5th and a 6th.
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know if that's true or not, but I
No, that
I feel
sounds
like
legit.
that's what it seems like. It feels like people don't know just one accent; they know like at least 2,
Yeah.
or they don't know any. It's like
Yeah.
you don't know someone who knows just one accent.
That's
Just the
true,
one
yeah.
accent, right?
Can you see my feet on stream?
No.
Do you want to?
I think that's a
No.
good idea.
Okay.
Nobody wants to
Great.
see your feet, Dylan.
I did specifically bring socks for the sole purpose of not exposing my
Because feet.
feet on stream.
Eli-
Eli, there's a
Disgusting.
microphone.
No, but I said.
He instructed me on how.
I don't know. I think it's kind of cool that he's like
He
a
doesn't
little
want
bit
it
far
to
away.
sound
Yeah, I don't like
super
it.
high quality.
Oh, he just likes the background, like with extra reverb kind of sound.
I kind of do because it's like he's not on camera, right? So it's like it
Right.
makes more sense that he's like off mic. I don't know. I mean, sure, whatever you want to do. I mean, I just think that's
Whatever
cool.
you're feeling, man. But I know that in the podcast that we did yesterday with Sarah and Giselle, which isn't up yet, they were like coming over the sound of Eli's voice.
Eli's
over
Yeah.
sultry
They were like-
voice.
Although I think I cut most of those parts out because not that they
Good.
weren't good parts, but just because they were in the middle of parts that we couldn't put in there.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't
it
make
was
sense.
Weird. It was kind of like, well, you know how people like can compliment you, but you don't know how to take it.
Yeah.
That was exactly
Yeah.
that was exactly what happened yesterday, right? So what are the coolest accents that you can do, Dylan? Because you did the kind of underpracticed Australian one in bonus sneak PPL.
Oh yeah, underpracticed Australian. Well, okay. I wouldn't say underpracticed because I've practiced that excessively. I'd
Yeah, but
just
it
say
was
it was a little.
A little rusty.
Rusty. That's what I would say. Yeah.
'Cause you used to be able to do it like.
Yeah. G'day, mate. The fuck you talking about? I don't know.
Like I can hear it, but I still feel like
it's
there's
not
a bit
super
of-
strong.
Yeah.
Is what
Yeah.
you're saying. Well, I mean, I think to some extent, the better I've gotten at an Australian accent, the less it's like prevalent, the less it's noticeable. Because I mean, that's how actual Australians speak. They don't speak with a caricature-like voice like most people think that they do.
Right.
Right? They speak with a more subtle one. But if you want, I can go into like ridiculous down under in the.
And I feel like maybe it's the extreme that helps you, because you practice in the extreme. It's easier to go back and pull in the reins a bit.
And
Can you do your dad's accent? It's just like the accent that you have, but more of it.
More of it. What are you talking about? Right. I don't know what I wouldn't know what to say. I'm going back into the Australian one.
I have the same problem. Whenever I try to do an accent, I feel like almost get it, and then it turns into something.
And then it morphs.
Because
Yeah.
I don't have the consistency. There's there's nothing holding me down because I haven't I don't know what are actual characteristics of the accent.
Yeah.
So nothing's like keeping me solid. So then I'll just like
Morph.
spiral into a completely different
oh,
accent
man.
that doesn't have anything to do with
I
any
do
other
that
accent.
all the time. I love doing it, especially in chemistry and stuff. We'll read stuff out loud, and one time when Foley was there, or I don't know, maybe Foley wasn't there. We were all kind of fucking around a bit, and I was called on. She was like, "Hey, who wants to read?" And I was like, "Sure, I'll go."
So she was there.
On reading. No, it was Miss.
Oh, substitute.
What's her yeah, substitute. It was, what's her name? The English one, the other English
Crump.
one. Crump, yeah.
It's easy to remember because it's Crump.
Crumpet,
It's like
yes.
a
Yeah.
really British name.
Yeah, and so we kind of relate on an emotional level because we're both English.
Spiritual level.
And so she has a bit of a soft spot for me. And so I raise my hand to read, and I start reading in this Australian accent. And usually when like...
Because she's used to you talking in your British accent.
Yeah. And she was a bit caught off guard, right? Because she was like... Because at first, it almost seems like an English accent, but there's just like something wrong, right? And then usually, like, as I'm doing an accent, right? You said before, it like starts to morph.
Yeah.
Right? Well, I just let it morph as I was reading in front of the class. And it just went into like, I went from like Australian speaking like this to South African, and I don't know what you're talking about. And I don't know, I went like, I think I went Russian after that and went into Indian, like, oh, I don't know what you're talking about. Hey, get out of my shop. What are you doing? Just like...
And then what's your best American accent that you could do?
I can't really... See, I wish I could do an American accent good.
It's always a girl, though. Whenever you do it, you're like, hi, I like Starbucks. Or
I don't
like that.
know.
I feel like your natural state of accent, like your secondary natural state would be Australian.
Yeah, it kind of is.
Yeah,
A bit.
I feel like it wouldn't take that much for you to just become to speak in an Australian accent,
Like
all the time.
permanently.
Yeah.
I don't know. I watch a lot of Australian YouTubers, and I like what they do.
And then you just learn how to imitate them.
And I
Right?
just learn how to imitate them. Yeah.
But then when you do some kind of vocals for music, then you tend to go American. Right?
I do tend to go American.
So
yeah.
you can do American vocals.
I can, yeah, but I just can't really. I find it really difficult to speak regular American just because I feel like I'm trying too hard whenever I do regular American.
Yeah, you're doing a little bit too much of the R's.
I mean, that's all American is,
R's.
though. It's just R's. It's
Yeah.
just like
Just
regular
the-
English with R's and vowels difference a little bit. I don't
I
know.
feel like American accents are like the ones that you really get the R. R.
I mean,
Yeah.
what kind of American accent?
That's true.
I was in where was I? I was somewhere down south, like Texas or Mississippi. I think somewhere in there.
What are you talking about?
Well, they didn't have a very strong accent, so we were
Oh,
at
yeah?
a Subway because going around the country, like Subway is the shit, like because it's just the only consistent thing throughout the
yeah?
entire country. Just Subway, like Walmart, it's like, yeah, Subway is just it's always there for you. It's always got your back, you know. There could be some shady people in some of the other like, but Subway's always.
I've heard some mixed.
It's always like
results
it's the
on
weird
Subway, right?
people, but it's not. You know, it's not bad people.
It's like nice Walmart people, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like they're Walmart people, but, you know, you can trust them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so we were stopped at some Subway, and I think it's so interesting because the guy that I was talking to, I couldn't really tell that he had an accent,
Yeah.
but he could tell that my family and I had an accent. And he was
Despite,
like,
yeah.
oh, you're from the Northwest.
Huh? You
It
have
was
a
like,
Northwest accent.
We have a Northwest accent.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it was kind of spooky like that. It's like, how do you, wow.
You could pinpoint where I'm from.
Yeah, I don't know.
Gosh.
Maybe Subway.
What else do people know
that
about
Subway
you?
just gets a lot of foreigners, or you know, south.
Northwest. Yeah, I guess so.
You can just tell the northwest.
Anyone's a
accent.
foreigner to the south.
I feel like. What do you think the northwest, like Seattle kind of accent is? You think it's just more gay than the rest of everything?
More
else?
gay.
Like when Dylan tries to do an American accent, he usually ends up like what could be either gay or Starbucks.
Gay or
barista.
Starbucks.
Well, it's Starbucks barista, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
gay or a
How can I help
Snapchat
you?
lady.
Oh my god, I don't know. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I like the Eastern accent though, not like American Eastern.
Wait, American Eastern or not American Eastern?
No, American
Okay,
Eastern.
okay.
Yeah, there was a not, comma, or dot dot dot, whatever.
Not-
Anyway,
Backspace.
yeah, not American Eastern.
Yeah. I feel like they should type that. We should be able to type that in. Like if we're trying to communicate, not backspace, like the button backspace.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, there's always the strike through. You
Oh, there is
That's
that,
kind of
yeah.
the same thing, right?
Yeah, I see that.
That's like backspace. Yeah, but that's a good accent to do. Like, park my car in the Harvard yard. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but it is interesting because I've noticed my dad's parents are from the East Coast, so my dad's whole family, they're all from Long Island.
Oh, Long Island.
So my
Yeah.
dad doesn't
They have
have.
strong
My dad grew
accents.
up in Connecticut and then moved out here in his 20s, I want to say,
Mm-hmm.
or a little bit earlier than that, where he moved to LA and then came up here. And I guess I can't tell that he has any kind of accent, but that's because I've lived with him my whole life, so
Yeah.
I'm able to really tell. But I've noticed that all the rest of the family has a slight New York accent.
Yeah. New York.
New York.
Fuck you doing? Get out of here.
Yeah,
Piece
get
of
at it.
shit, son of a bitch. Hey, I'm walking here.
Yeah, I like that.
No, I can't do New York too good. You want some coffee?
Coffee.
Some coffee with sauce?
Oh, that's
Some
good. No,
coffee
that's
sauce?
good. I like
What,
that-
chocolate?
Yeah, I like that guy on Instagram, Augie Bello.
Oh, yeah?
Shout out to Augie Bello. He's fun. He just he does this little series where he'll just be on the phone talking. He'll pretend to be some. It's exactly that voice that you just did. So he'll do that. Talk about some gossip with his
Yeah.
girlfriends, whatever, and then he'll play saxophone.
Well,
I mean,
that
okay,
sounds
yeah,
so-
but that's the vibe of saxophone, right? It's like making fun of someone's accent, and then saxophone. You know, like that
That's
is the saxophone.
I guess so. I guess it is. Yeah, I don't know. So really quickly, I've been wanting to start out with this. Where are these water bottles from? They have stuff
Just
on
kinda
them, like white residue, and then they're kind of sticky. I mean, they're unopened though, so I feel like I hope the
might
water
be
inside
safe.
is safe.
Yeah, it was weird. He gave me one which is unopened, yet there's no tag on it.
Yeah, there's no
And
label.
Usually, you open it up and then you take the tag off just because you want to take the tag off. But it seems like he just took off the tag because he wanted to take off the tag.
Where's the tag,
I just,
Sam? We deserve an explanation.
Usually with these water bottles, I have a whole supply of them, and I just take off some tags because I like some of them to not have tags on them. These are actually. So I went to I have my employer. Is this? Well, one of my employers.
Is she Mexican?
No, she's not.
Oh.
Believe it or not. Yeah. Yeah. But based on what you know about her, I could see why you would think that she might be
No,
Mexican.
I
Because
just wanted to ask.
yeah,
Continue.
gotcha. She is under the impression she bought a big farm, and she's under the impression that she can run the farm with my help.
Yeah, just her.
Her, and then me for a few hours a week.
Oh boy,
That's her impression.
I don't know
So
about that.
it would be quite the feat. Apparently, my brother had her
Mhm.
as an employer a few years back as one of his first jobs. She said that she was gonna buy some goats.
Buy some goats.
And she was about to buy some goats when he left.
Mhm.
And now, like 3 years later, I'm working for her, and she also says that she's about to buy some goats.
So it's been how long, and she hasn't bought the goats?
Well, since she told my brother, like 2 years, but before that, I don't
How
even
long
know.
has she been wanting these goats?
So
How
I
long
don't
has
know.
she
It's just
been-
like I do the occasional job for her, like the odd
Yeah.
job, and eventually she'll have a farm up and running, right?
I guess at some point.
Clean up the porch one day, mow one day.
Is it actually getting better, or is it just not getting worse?
Is getting better, but like she would need someone to work there full time,
Yeah.
and I don't think she can pay someone to work there full time.
Yeah, but because the
So-
farm's not up and running. Yeah.
It's not a farm
Oh.
yet.
Yeah.
Is
It's
what
getting
that's
there.
the whole. I mean, there's like a blueberry patch that she does. It's good. It works.
I think that's kind of okay. How old is she?
It's okay. Well, that's the thing. It's like I feel kind of. I don't know how old she is. Maybe 60s,
60s.
60s. Anyway, but she's in really good health, and well, at least for the most part.
For the most part. What do you mean?
Well, it's just she's under the impression that she can eventually run this farm.
Which
And-
is a bit insane.
Part of me thinks that that I shouldn't be,
Like you shouldn't enable her.
I shouldn't take advantage of it.
Yeah.
But the other part of me thinks that like I'm just making her happy.
You are. Yeah.
Right? I'm bringing her that kind of, even if you never hit your goal, if you think that you're gonna, that's all that really matters.
I mean, kind of, yeah.
'Cause what the hell happens when you hit your goal? Because all of a sudden it's like, well, dang.
Well, I
hit
have
my
no
goal. What
goals.
the hell else am I gonna do?
And it's like she's at that point, if the farm does get up and running, like she's not got enough time left in her life to do anything else, right? It's like, say if
Well-
she's 87 by the time the farm's up and running and going all good, it's like,
If I worked there,
well, I might as
the
well
rate that I
die
do
now.
yeah, it would be like 20 years.
Yeah, because I mean, like,
There's,
well, I think some of it's definitely like, she wants to make this goal last, right? Because when she finally finishes the goal, it's like, well, time to die. Maybe that's some of it.
yeah, I don't know.
She's like, I know
I
at
don't know
the
if
end
it's
of this goal, I don't have anything else.
I don't know if it's a conscious thing. I think it's more of like she just wants to feel like she's working.
Yeah.
I mean, I completely understand her because I'm the same way in a sense. Like I feel like even if I'm not doing anything, I need to feel like I'm getting something done.
Yeah, but you're aware of that as you're like feeling like you're getting something done.
Yeah.
Whereas she's not.
Yeah.
Or at least we think so.
Yeah. Anyway, she had me take some stuff to the dump, which was a fun adventure because I got my license, so I was able to drive stuff for her. And
Did you know where the dump is?
I have a truck. I did know where the dump.
Okay,
was
that's good.
Because that's apparently my new full-time job is just taking things to the dump for people.
How often have you been to the dump?
Like 3 times
In the last.
since I got my license.
That's like a lot.
It's like a lot. That's a ton.
I've never taken something to the dump. And
Wow,
I think
dude,
I've
that's
had
like-
my license.
Well, how
longer.
many more percents is that than you that I've taken stuff to the dump?
Whole bunch. 3%.
Oh, the camera can't see me.
That's because you're just the bar or whatever. The
Oh, yeah,
microphone.
the microphone
The stand
bar.
is
Oh.
blocking your face.
Oh, I see.
Everyone needs to.
I
I
thought it
mean,
was because I was extending
body?
it up.
And white.
Okay.
which is just Sam's face. So I think people can see your face.
Yeah. So I took that stuff to the dump.
I mean, this is how we look anyway.
Oh, you can't see anything.
You can't really see anything anyway.
Okay.
So.
Well,
Yeah, just turn up the exposure. That should fix
You
everything.
want me to turn up the exposure?
Too much.
no,
much?
not too much. No, no,
Yes.
I
no,
can
we're
do
good.
too much for
Just
you.
the right amount. Just turn it up like a good solid amount.
Like,
Turn it up for like a minute and then turn it back down.
She had me load up like a bunch of old wood
Yeah.
from her tore down porch. Some I think some.
Wait, hold on. You never said whether he was
Cardboard.
water bottles.
I'm
were
getting
from
there.
First. Okay.
I'm getting there, Dylan.
Okay.
getting to the water bottles.
You
to
can
the
calm
dump.
down. one of the
dump.
things that she put. So it was like so some boards,
Yeah.
an old wheelbarrow, some water bottles,
No.
and a rug.
Okay.
And the reason that she was getting rid of the water bottles is because she's like, they're like a year old. What am I gonna do with? I'm not gonna drink these.
She's not
It's
going to drink
sitting.
these. So I'll just make my friends drink them.
No, because she's gonna take them to the dump. She wanted me to take them to the dump.
No, I know. That's what you're thinking. You're thinking, I could
No, I
make
was
my
thinking,
friends drink them.
I was thinking I'm gonna take them to the dump. So I took them to the dump, but it's gonna cost me like an extra $20 to drop off.
Oh,
because
really?
it depends like what you drop off.
Uh-huh.
So if you drop off wood, it costs whatever.
She doesn't pay you for that?
No, she's gonna reimburse me, but she didn't give me enough money to pay for that to begin with.
Oh. So you're just like, you can't be bothered.
Yeah, it's like at the
But you might as well.
like I'm gonna have to pay. It's not worth it.
Yeah, no.
So yeah, I just kept the water bottles and the rug.
Where's the rug? Sam,
What?
where's the rug? Sam, you're avoiding the question. Where's the rug?
So moving on, Dylan, what's in?
Where's the rug?
What's another topic that you had up?
We should post something on Instagram.
I got you guys.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you. Thanks, Eli.
We have 4 concurrent viewers and counting. So
Oh, that's good.
Dylan, quit snooping. That's
counting
my job.
to 4 is what I meant by counting. So,
Okay,
1, 2. Wait, so there's one viewer right now, and we're gonna
guys,
count
we
to
have
4.
3 concurrent viewers now. Thank you, Dylan.
No, we have 4.
Not anymore.
Oh shoot.
Come on, Dylan.
I'm sorry. Come back.
It's your
Come back, please, please, please,
All right.
please.
So we should post something on Instagram.
Go.
You should post something on Instagram.
What do
Or
you-
you can, yeah, we can be like,
What do you guys want to post?
I think. he
wait, I've
means-
got an idea. Oh shoot, now we have 3. Okay, come back, please. Okay. You should.
Dylan, I think the reason they left is because we're just talking about what we're gonna post on
That's a
Instagram
good
to get more
idea.
people to
Sorry.
watch.
Eli apologizes. Okay. Go. Obama's a scam. Find out more on the Flam Stew live pod stream.
Amen. Is he still going?
No.
Okay. Well, let's just continue talking then, Dylan.
Okay. So.
My mom was a bit concerned that the rug was gonna fly out of the back of the truck.
Oh yeah. I remember that.
Yeah. I wasn't concerned about that.
So where is it? Did it fly out?
It might have.
Where is it? Is it in the
It's-
truck still?
It's with the chair.
It's with the chair, the missing chair. You want to explain the chair?
I would love to explain the chair. So yesterday, so we had a fun podcast with, who was it with? Giselle and Sarah. Which is,
And Adin.
and Adin. Yes, Adin was there. That's going to be Aiden's last podcast with us for the summer. Well, at least for
Last
a few
podcast
months.
with us ever because
I want to do a
It's getting
taste
pretty
test of these water bottles, but I also don't.
Oh, like licking the outside?
No.
no, I'm trying it. It just tastes old.
I've been drinking. How does it, what? I've been drinking these water bottles because I just want to get rid of them. And they seem fine.
They taste old.
Oh yeah, you can taste the plastic.
Just like it's been fermenting in there for a little bit.
Oh gosh, guys, we have 2 concurrent viewers, and I think
I
it's
wondered the
because we're-
fuck why.
That's a good point. We're not very entertaining, are we? Yeah, it just tastes like plastic and BPA, so that's fun.
So yesterday, Aiden and I were gonna hang out a bit since it's kind of his last day that I was gonna get to see him.
Forever.
For the summer because he's leaving to Missouri.
And also ever, because he's dead.
Jesus, Dylan should have taken his meds today.
Continue.
Okay, this thing happens when Dylan doesn't. When I was in what must have been 7th grade.
You
8th
already
grade.
changed topics. Finish topic 1.
No. I'm gonna keep talking about this because it relates to the fact that I'm changing topics. Because it was in like what 7th grade, Dylan. We started hanging out, and we would hang out a lot because who the fuck else are we gonna hang out with?
We had no one else.
I don't think we hang out with each other because we like each other. It's more just we're just like outcasts enough that we can, you know.
No one else likes us, so we settle.
Yeah. There's like in most relationships, there's like a reacher and a settler, right? But
We're both
we're
the
both
settler.
settlers. Yeah.
We're like literally no one else.
Yeah. Which is it creates a great dynamic of we both
good.
look down on each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
So Dylan is ADHD, which we've discussed many times on this podcast. And most of the time when you're not here, we just like to, because we know you're too ADHD to like actually listen to one of the podcasts, so we can just kind of trash talk you and assume that you're not going to listen to it.
And even if I do listen to it, like, what am I gonna do?
Yeah. Just be like, hey guys, don't. And then I'm gonna be like, but I'm settling, Dylan. And you're gonna be like, oh shit, you're right. Oh shit, dude.
Nuts. Continue.
Yeah, so in like, I don't know, it must have been 8th grade that I stopped doing my schoolwork. And when I finally put 2 and 2 together, I figured out that it was because Dylan was so ADHD and I would always talk with Dylan. So I became ADHD, like, because of him. Like, it was residual ADHD, essentially.
You may think what he is talking about sounds like bullshit, but it's not. There's a there's a syndrome you can develop if you hang around schizophrenic people enough that you develop, like, I forget what it's called, but it's called, like, it's basically like schizophrenia. You get it just because you're hanging around that person so much that you...
Well, what it is that you're taking me through the thought processes of an ADHD person. Because as you're talking, I jot in an idea. You grab that idea and fucking run with it. And you just all around.
I grab it, I molest it, then throw it at the curb corner like I was never there to begin with.
And I'm there with it. Like, I'm there.
Yeah.
I'm also throwing it to the curb corner.
You're like, yeah.
And so all of a sudden, you've trained my brain to be in this state of Adin.
Yeah.
And then always thinking of different, and I just, you know, and then I need to...
Just to keep up in conversation.
Yeah, so Dylan takes his chill pill, and then I chilled out, and that's when I noticed, like, holy shit, the conversations that I have such a big impact on the way my brain works.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy to think of, like, when you hang out with someone who's different than who you normally hang out with, you can tell that you think differently just by hanging around them because of where your brains go together.
Like when I used to hang out with a girl who I'm just going to say E, they were like very depressed. What?
Eli?
I said a girl.
Eli?
Are you calling me a girl?
Yeah. Screw up. Anyway, no, I'm not going to mention their name because I don't like mentioning names.
Right.
But yeah, they were depressed all the time, and that was their personality. And I became very depressed and sad. And I was like, wonder why I'm so depressed and sad. Oh. It's like, look at who I'm hanging out with. It's like, hanging out with them, I didn't get an opportunity to be happy, right?
Right.
Because just any time...
And I didn't get an opportunity to just
slow down. Yeah.
Like, I would take bathroom breaks, and I'd be like, oh, thank you, God.
It's like having a child, right?
Yeah.
Mums always talk about that. They're like, oh, gosh, the only free time I get is the 3 minutes I get in the bathroom. It's like, yeah. Yeah. Never ends. Think of my mother. Think of what she has to go through.
Yeah, I can see why she doesn't want you to have fun.
Mm-hmm.
No, that kind of makes sense.
I come back, I'm all excited and jittery. She's like,
oh, what have I done?
why?
I just ruined my life for another 2 days.
Yeah. It's like sugar, except everything is sugar.
Yeah, anyway, so I didn't, what?
Where were you going with that?
What? The sugar, No, that's too far. That's too ADHD. What I was gonna say is that because Dylan didn't take his ADHD meds today, I'm getting that, and I'm becoming more. I just follow his whole process of this, but also this,
Yeah, but also
And-
this.
as well. On top of that is that other this. Yeah.
Whatever, you'll get over it. Now, back to the Adin story.
Yeah, I'll get over it. Yeah, it'll just get over it. Yeah.
Spoil it.
So back to the Aiden story. So Aiden comes over in the morning, and we like just set up stuff because we were doing our first not live podcast yesterday, which is what we filmed.
Yeah.
So we were setting up tech for that. And,
Don't mind me.
But when he pulls up, he
Shut up.
Yeah.
he opens up the back of his car, and he's like, "Hey, you want a chair?" I was like sure, whatever.
Why not?
And he just pulls out this black, like,
Chair.
wheelie chair. And just like slams it on the whatever the driveway.
Gravel.
And then this little piece, like a plastic piece, falls off.
Where does it fall off from?
It falls off from kind of like on one of the legs, like on the top of one of the legs.
Okay.
And then it's just laying there in the plastic, and Aiden's like, or in the gravel, and Aiden's like, we don't need that. So we carry it to the studio, and then we put it down, and then like I just like pushed it, and one of the wheels didn't move. Like it just like the chair moved, and then the wheel was still there. Like it was just chilling.
Yeah.
As Sarah would say.
Big
Just
chillin'.
big chillin' there.
Is that why? Is that because Aiden threw it, or?
That's because Aiden threw it, and that part fell off that he didn't think.
So it would have worked perfectly
if Aiden hadn't
if
thrown the
Aiden,
chair out of the
and we had a
back, yeah.
perfectly fine working free rolly chair that Aiden has destroyed.
Yeah. Well, so he told me that he found this on the side of the road the night before.
Yeah.
So free, which actually found a free drum set a while ago.
We'd still have it. I could bring it in.
It's a. I don't know anything about drum sets. I don't know if it's good or not. We took it into Ted Brown because it's broken, and we were looking at it, and the guys there were like, "This is a good hi hat. Like that's a mighty fine hi hat."
They
So-
seem to know what they're talking
So
about.
I tell Aiden that if he breaks one more wheel on the chair, that he's taking it to the dump.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I just don't,
You've been to the dump 3 times.
and I don't want to go forth because then
No.
it really will be just like that's
Well,
overtime.
I guess I'm the
Right.
dump man.
It's like that's me. I'm the dump man. So I wanted Aiden to take it there if he broke it again.
Yeah. Just disperse the dump.
So normally when guests come here for the first time, we need to kind of make sure that they come to the right house, because it's in such a hidden driveway that we need to like kind of go out to the end of the driveway usually. So Aiden's out at the end of the driveway. Eli and I are just hanging out here. And then Aiden comes back after like 5 minutes, grabs the chair, and then walks back out to the end of the driveway with the chair, just holding it on his back.
We were just kind of sitting here, and then we weren't expecting Aiden. And he just walks in. He's like, "I'm taking this," and then he just leaves.
So he's just sitting at the end of the driveway with a wheelie chair.
Yeah.
the
On a
grass.
wheelie chair, probably.
On-
Not with a wheelie chair.
With
He wouldn't be
he was
sitting next to
like,
the
next
wheelie
to
chair.
it. He was sitting next to it. He was sitting on the mailboxes. The wheelie chair was just kind of like next to him.
Chilling.
On the mailboxes as well.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah. they were just
Continue.
sitting there, like watching out over the road.
Yeah.
Together. He put his arm around the wheelie chair. So he's just big chilling out there. Sarah and Giselle come, and they pull up, and Aiden's kind of walking behind the car, and I was like, "Aiden, where's the chair?" And Sarah and Giselle are in their car, and I kind of walk up there. Sarah doesn't see that I'm there, so she looks and she gets a little jostled, the fact that I'm there, and I'm like, "Hey, did Aiden put his chair in your car?" And she's like, "Nope." And I was like, "Oh." So Aiden, where's the chair? Anyway, and then we did the podcast, kind of forgot about it. And then this morning I drove back, and I didn't notice that there was a chair at the end of the driveway. And I called Adin, and I was like, "Hey, man, where's the chair? Where's the fucking chair?"
Yeah.
And then he hung up on me, and that's the last time I'm gonna talk to him before he leaves to Missouri.
Should we see if he
Yeah.
answers?
Yeah, we should.
Okay.
Didn't you get a
Confront.
picture of Aiden sitting in a chair?
I did get a picture of Adin sitting in the chair.
Yeah.
You should
Okay.
hold it up to them.
What if he answers?
Okay.
Yeah, anyway. That's annoying. The fact that he just won't tell you where the chair is.
I mean, it's his chair, though.
I feel like he's not gonna answer just because he I don't know. He doesn't like to answer. So I can't. Yeah.
I'm sorry, the person you were trying to reach has a voicemail box that has not been set
Yeah,
up yet.
he's not.
Please try your call again later.
Yeah. Okay.
You should have left a message.
He said it says it has a voicemail box thing.
Yeah,
isn't
that
set
has
up,
not been set.
so we can't leave a message.
Okay. So, do you want to know what my history teacher did for finals?
What did your history teacher do for finals?
Snyder's.
Yeah.
Yeah. You had him.
Yeah. What did he do for finals?
You don't remember?
I didn't.
He did a final.
Yeah, but he played a psychological game with us.
What was that?
Okay, so
I don't know if I'm just stupid or
yeah, you're stupid.
or if you're just stupid and you thought there was a psychological game.
No, you're stupid.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
Normally with a final test, right? You will be like, okay, I'm taking the final test, and then you take the final test, and that's it. You get what grade you get, and you're done, right? But what people have been doing in our school, especially the math teachers, is they do like 2 scans. So
Have a multiple choice bubble.
yeah. So we'll have like a Scantron sheet with like 1 A, B, C, D, E or whatever, and you just fill all the bubbles, and then what the teachers can do.
But then you get a second scan if you get it wrong, and then they tell you which ones you get wrong, right?
Usually they'll tell you which ones you get wrong, right? But what Snyder did is he took it to the next level. He didn't tell you which ones you got wrong. He told you how many you got wrong and how many, well, actually he said how many you got right out of 30. And then he was like, go fix it. And then you could come back and you could do it again. It's like, I got 26 the first time, right? And then he was like, go fix it. Then I did the second scan and I got 22.
Yeah.
And I was like, are you going to take the highest score? He was like, nah, I'm just taking the last one. I was like, oh, wait, can I fix it again? He was like, sure. So what ended up happening is that all of us...
Oh my god, wait, he just let you do it as many times as you wanted?
Yeah, I did it like 10 times. Kyla did it at least 16. But it was so stressful each time because at the end, like we were so confused. We were like, I don't know which one's right. We were like second guessing stuff that we knew definitely, like, is Africa a country? We were like, is this a trick question? Am I getting this one wrong?
Yeah,
We just were so confused and like frustrated and upset. And like we would bounce back and forth and like go from like, and at the beginning, I got 26 and I was like, no, that's not good enough. I'm definitely going to correct it. And what ended up happening was I spent like 20 minutes correcting it, going back, correcting it, going back. And then eventually my only goal at the end was like, I need to get 26.
Get back up to
I
20.
can't leave having less, right? So it was just like a gambling thing.
He only let us do it twice, or like just the 2 scans.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Probably
so-
because of my class.
Well, I think we had it before you because of the block schedule.
Oh, you might have, yeah.
Yeah. Well, anyway. That's
Yeah.
exciting. though.
So that was the psychological game my history teacher played in us. Yeah. Gosh.
Yeah, that's fun because what did he do? He also did he usually does practice quizzes that have like all the test questions, and then we do the test and have the test questions. But he did the same thing, but then he just didn't have any of the same questions.
Yeah. I don't know if he noticed that either.
Also, what's up with history? Like, why do you the AP history, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why is it that they teach us history instead of like because it seems like a lot of the stuff that they expect us to know are very like specific details as opposed to trends,
Yeah.
right? But isn't trends why we learn history? Because you ask a history teacher, why do we learn history? Oh, so we don't make the same mistakes. That's the normal one,
Yeah.
right? We don't make the same mistakes that these people made, and so we can see these trends through our history. And then we have to know like the really
Specific stuff. Like,
Yeah.
which date did World War II start? It's like, is that super important besides trivia?
It's
You
just
know?
yeah, it really is trivia. It's like the AP. I mean, what do you think?
And
What's more useful to know on the AP World History exam?
Yeah, yeah,
Do we
yeah.
need to know who this guy was?
Yeah.
And
I can say something about that because I'm the only one here who took it.
yeah,
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you
Okay, go
took
for it.
AP history.
The AP test, AP history test, is just this massive test.
yeah.
And everything is timed, so there's like a different parts of it. There's a multiple
Right. And
choice part
what
of
kind
it.
of questions do they ask?
Well, in the it depends on the year. One year, it could focus more on period 5, and period 5 is
Well, like I mean, what kinds besides just the period and the time, but like what kinds of questions are they asking? Are they asking really specific stuff, or are they asking
a lot of like due to the happenings in this time period, this person who is a slave, what would their life, what would they have, basically?
Oh, okay.
Huh.
That's better
Interesting.
than
Yeah,
gen
but
ed history.
Yeah.
You have to write big written tests too, like DBQs and LEQs.
Which is usually like cause and effect stuff, right?
Well, yeah, it can be. There are different ways that you can write it, and one of the ways, which like I don't think I did. Oh, actually, our scores for the test are coming out soon, and the thing is with all these tests, you have to
June 18th, I think, right?
July
July.
like 4th.
Oh, July 4th.
Yeah. Anyway,
Wait, yeah, because we've already... Yeah, because July comes after June. Yep.
Usually,
Yeah.
Usually.
you have to write down.
Traditionally.
traditionally speaking.
They're hard to write because, like DBQs,
I
because
mean, yeah, you think
you have to be
it's-
specific.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to be specific, and you gotta know dates. And the thing is, you don't need you need to know these dates in order to get, because you can know so much about what happened, but if you don't add in like a date, then you just
It's
don't get a
useless.
good score.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a shame. I don't know. I don't like the fact that they focus in on specifics. I think if someone has a general understanding of history and you can tell that, and they like
Yeah, well, it's like
they can see what's going on and they know where it's leading, right?
yeah,
You should
it's like
grade them on
it's-
that.
I mean, it's
instead
the
of
exact same
specifics.
thing as math, I think, right? As long as you understand the concepts and you can apply stuff.
No, it's not the same as math. What are you talking? No, because math is like an exact. Like if you can solve this equation, you can solve this equation. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about if you can understand what's actually going on.
Like I get numbers sometimes.
Yeah, it's like I get how trends work.
4
in
plus
history.
4 is 5. I
Right?
don't need to know logarithms.
I know the equations. I know the trends. I know how things work, right?
What? No. What? How do you think math tests should be graded? What are you talking about?
No, I'm saying that.
Like they should you should just be like the answer's like around 6 give or take like 3.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, because it's close enough, right?
4 plus 5, you say the answer's like around 11. Like, give or take a few. Like, no, you're going to get the wrong answer. It's not. Math is a very specific.
Yeah, but if
can't-
you say give or take a few, then you give or take a few, right?
No!
Like if you're a math teacher grading a test, and the question is like, what's the square root of this, and he's like, 0.7, give or take some, right? Then you're gonna fucking give or take some, because he said in his answer that you're supposed to give or take some.
Yeah, but that's not how it worked. That's not how the answer works. You
Unless-
can't do that.
There's like certain questions, and it's only like one type of question. It's like, can you estimate what 5,000 plus 2,000 is? And
Okay.
like,
Yeah, estimate. That's different because you're saying estimate, but not every question is an estimate
No, but usually
question.
in the estimate questions, you can get a specific answer because it's like asking you something really specific, and then it's just telling you to estimate. So you can get a specific answer from the estimate ones.
Yeah, but with the estimate ones, you're not supposed to get a specific answer. You're supposed to be like, it's around like 5,000. Yeah? But
Oh,
except
okay.
for the regular ones, if they're like, what's the square root of 25? You can't be like, about 4.
But it is though. It literally is about 4.
Yes, but no, you can't answer the math question like that. You just can't. That's not allowed.
Then why? Okay. And how does this relate to history?
I don't know. I get okay, but the dumbest of all, like multiple choice, is English. That's so dumb.
We've never done. Wait, what do we do in English?
We did multiple choice, remember? And it was like, how do you interpret this?
That's what English is.
Yeah, that's.
It's It's
Fucking
more
love
so
that.
in advanced English classes too. Like last year, we were all in advanced English, and this year
We were struggling. Me and Sam, at least. Eli got it because he was a smart boy. But yeah.
Yeah, and then this year, it's a little less so, but it's still like, in this book, this person kicked this chair. And that symbolizes the fall.
It's the blue curtain, right? It's that meme. It's like the blue curtain symbolizes the main character's like, cynicism about society and how depressed he is and that's not what the author thinks, right? That's the meme.
Yeah, yeah.
The blue curtain.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what whenever I say blue curtain, that's what I mean. I'm talking about that whole concept.
Oh,
I
wait,
feel like
wait,
that's actually
is that a
a term.
specific thing?
Yeah, that you say the blue curtain.
No.
What?
But I mean, like, did that actually happen?
I don't know if it actually happened or not.
Oh, okay.
But
'Cause I feel
it's the concept, right?
Yeah. I know a few times, though, there have been times where, like, schools, I think, this must have happened once. Or I could be making it up. Either way, it's still funny. Like a school will come up with, like, an interpretation of the author's meaning, right? And it'll be like, no, you're wrong for thinking it's this interpretation. And then the author will be like, no, yeah.
Yeah, I know that happens. And that's such a... Oh.
That's because it's like these hoity-toity schools. It's like in reality, they don't know. They can't interpret it any better than a 16-year-old.
What are you learning from that, though?
It's like you...
Like, are you learning to... Here's what...
You're learning how to think how they think, is what you're learning.
The thing I don't understand... Like, what is it about analyzing literature? Like, why do we... Because it's mostly fiction, right?
Yeah.
So there are themes and stuff, and sometimes we read, like, historically relevant books, which is like, oh, okay, but that's history, though.
Yeah, that is
not English. So if we're reading something historically relevant, okay, I see that, and then we still do textual analyses of the.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like a lot of the time it's like, what I was always asking in middle school was like, why do we examine fiction on over novels, when we could just do it in movies? Because a lot of the time you're examining plot.
Yeah.
That sort of thing. Instead, we just watch the movie at the end, and that
Doesn't make much sense. I have a timer going if you want to know.
Okay. Well, I was just checking because I got a notification, and it's always like, it could always be someone being like, "Hey, the audio doesn't work on the podcast," and it hasn't been working.
We haven't been able to hear anything,
which has happened twice.
Oh, fun!
Twice, yeah.
Yeah, because we have one podcast that we had to cut the first 8 minutes out of the one that we did with Kyla and Anna because there was no audio.
Yeah.
And that was the only good conversation that we had in that podcast, was in the first 8 minutes that we had to cut out. Because I feel like the thing, I don't really blame them for this.
Yeah.
Or Anna, because after the first 8 minutes, we were just kind of, the conversation was kind of like, it was all right.
Yeah.
Right? It was kind of interesting. But I think she thought maybe it was a little bit underprepared, a little bit stupid.
Mm-hmm.
which it was.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't think it helped that that I got a text saying that the audio isn't working. There's no audio, like it's not quiet, it's not unbalanced, it's just not on.
Yeah.
And then I stand up and I go over there while we're live streaming, and I'm like, okay, what's up? What's going on here?
We
And then
don't
I think
have audio.
at that point, Anna just kind of died a little bit. She's just like,
I can't.
well, I'm gonna be here for the next hour.
Oh,
my
no.
God. Yeah, and yeah, I don't blame her. That was a bad podcast on our
But you
part.
should still watch it anyway.
No, you shouldn't.
No,
You shouldn't.
No. No.
no,
I'm not gonna go tell one listener. We're down to one, right?
No.
Don't tell.
yeah.
Don't tell me. Don't tell me. I don't want to know. Because then people will be able to like see as this was like okay, like the views after the podcast are usually generally okay. We get like 50 average, you know.
If we don't,
We
like,
have 8 viewers right now.
Oh whoa, holy heck!
it's like
bro.
it's usually if we post about it and like tell people about it.
We've gotten like 6 max.
Eli just shook his head saying, "No, we don't." Anyway, but usually if we tell people about it afterwards, then it goes up. But if it's one that we just don't really advertise that
Yeah.
much, then it doesn't. It usually gets like averaging 50
Well, it also depends
Yeah.
on the people
right
too.
afterwards.
Like the Raiden.
Well, yeah,
podcast,
but she shouted it out and she got people to watch it.
But
and stuff.
I don't think she. I don't know, because it was weird. There's like There's like 7 people who started watching all at once,
We got so many subs from
and
that.
then they just stopped
Yeah.
watching all at once.
Yeah, I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah, well,
Um,
we've had so far we've had 2 people, but kind of 3 people, but basically 2 people who have said that they've binged all of our podcasts.
Oh, really? Who?
But, well, I'm not gonna say because it's kind of
Personal, and you don't know.
trash talk. It's literally just trash talk. But
Trash talk.
because I look at the analytics and there's no binging going on.
Ah.
Like there isn't enough watch time for anyone to have binged it,
Mm-hmm.
right?
You don't think so?
No, because in order to binge it, right, it has to be right there, right?
I
It has to be at least over the course of a few days to binge.
I think so. Well, oh no, yeah, I guess you're right.
But
yeah, yeah.
no one.
Maybe they like looked. Maybe by binge they meant like I looked through all of them, skipped
But-
through all of them.
Maybe,
Yeah,
yeah. But by the ratio of watch time to views,
yeah,
there's no way that anyone watched all of the.
yeah. I don't know. We need to. We definitely need to, like, focus more on live view. Well, okay, we probably shouldn't talk about this. This is boring as frick.
I don't know. I don't think it's that boring. It's
That's because you're invested in the podcast. People who aren't invested in the podcast, it's not super interesting. I want to talk about California grunge.
all right.
That's what I call it, at least. Have you heard The Neighborhood?
No.
Never mind. Cool. That was a good topic. What about...
Was that gonna be interesting?
Probably not.
Maybe I was going to talk about Oliver Tree.
Yeah,
Wait, is there anything not music related?
Yeah, there's a whole bunch
Oh, okay.
that I was going to get onto.
should do
I
that.
really like the phrase...
He scrolls all the way down his list to get to the stuff that isn't music related.
No. I just wanted to... I really appreciate the phrase soup cups. I saw it the other day as I was at work, and I was like, nice.
that's not a topic.
Shut up. Shut up. Eli, get out.
Dylan's been saying soup cups for a while, and I don't know.
Soup cup. No, Eli, come back. You're one of the 8 viewers. Please. There.
Yep. Oh no, it's 10
Yup.
now. It's 10 now.
Wait, don't tell me that. Now the pressure's on.
Oh no, 11. 12.
Now there's 100 viewers.
Oh, no.
900.
No, I don't crack under pressure. I'm actually pretty good on stage, generally.
Okay, so what's up with the fuck is soup cups?
You know, like soup cups, usually you'll say a phrase like hermaphrodite or something, and it's like just a nice word to say.
Yeah.
Like, you know, the word hermaphrodite. It's just
Hermaphrodite.
hermaphrodite. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a nice word.
It's a good word.
Same with soup
Can you say that
cups.
in an Australian accent?
Hermaphrodite? No. Hermaphrodite? Hermaphrodite. I don't. Never mind. It's just soup cups is a good word.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's about it. Oh yeah, I wanted to talk about Facebook. How they're really screwed up. Hey, anyone heard about Facebook recently? Kind of doing some shady things.
I heard somebody mention it.
Like me.
No.
What?
No.
You were mouthing something just saying.
Yeah, stop touching the mic.
It is kind of destroyed, yeah. Just take it out and hold it.
I don't know how to.
Yeah, that's what.
Dylan,
Just-
Dylan, I got this.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Did Giselle and Sarah destroy
Yeah,
the mic
no,
stand?
they just took him
No,
out.
but
and
they
they're
just took them out because they wanted to.
Oh, okay.
Not because they were having.
And then same
I think
like-
Dylan, the reason that you're having problems with it is because you're touching it all the
Fiddling
time.
with, it was
Just-
good at the beginning.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway.
It worked. There's
Through
only so much fiddling you can do before it becomes not fiddling and you just fucking destroy.
That's true. Yeah, I'm bringing back the water bottle. Yeah, but how am I going to drink water and hold the mic at the same time? Okay. So, what was I going to talk about?
You were gonna talk about Facebook.
Oh yeah, Facebook. So I don't know if you've heard in the news recently, but so there's this app called Nimses, and basically their whole deal is they're like everyone knows social media's a game, so we're actually gonna make it into a game with like points that you can earn and currency and stuff. And so
And like the game part though is like the self-esteem issues that come along with it, right?
yeah. Well, no, that's if you lose.
Yeah, but if you're not gonna fucking lose.
I'm
right?
not. I just don't lose. Easy,
Yeah,
done.
exactly.
Just get views all the time. No. But so I think PewDiePie shouted it out a while ago, and I got a Nimses, and not to flex or anything, but I've got like freaking 328 followers, which is cool.
Damn, dude, that's a lot of
I know,
followers.
popping off, dude. And so the whole dealio is like there's this currency called Nimses,
Which
or
is like a cryptocurrency, right?
which is a cryptocurrency.
Except it's not actually a cryptocurrency. It's a pretend crypto.
It's like
cryptocurrency.
almost a cryptocurrency. They're like, we'll eventually have it so that you can buy things
That's
and
like,
stuff.
That's.
Well, Dylan, there is something that you could buy.
Well, there was
But people
for
are-
one day, and then it came off.
Yeah, Dylan.
People are gonna
Can
love
you
that.
tell us
'cause
what
it's like,
it was?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And they finally had one thing that you could buy in the store.
Yeah.
It was like a Catwoman mask.
No, it wasn't a cat. It was like a sex mask.
Oh, it was like what is that called? BDSM?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was cool. But I still haven't uninstalled it. And their whole deal is like, hey, you're getting advertised to, right? Everyone knows that we steal your data. Why don't you get paid for it as well in imaginary currency points? And everyone's like, oh, okay.
Oh. Yeah, or you could, do Facebook and do some advertising yourself and get actual money from that and exposure from that.
Maybe.
Maybe
I mean,
you
I don't
do
know.
that.
Anyway.
I don't know.
So, well, no. They were saying like we advertise to you, right?
Yeah.
And we make money off you, so we'll just give you a bit of that back. Is their whole
is their
idea?
thing.
That's
That's
their vibe. But the currency is not a currency yet. It's almost a currency.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and so that's
like
interesting.
How Bitcoin's gonna blow up again, right?
Well,
I
see,
don't
Bitcoin
think
has
so.
value in the dark market,
Yeah.
like dark web, right? You can buy cocaine and shit easily. I shouldn't have said that. Never mind. But anyway, no, Bitcoin has like actual value, but Nimses is completely valueless. But now Facebook's caught onto the idea, and they're going to do something similar, right? They're like starting up a cryptocurrency and stuff. And I don't know what they're going to do with it.
They're gonna give back to the. They're gonna be like, hey guys, please forgive me. I'm Mark. Please forgive me. I'm Zuck.
He's so
It's
weird.
not all the Karens are gonna get it, and they're gonna be like, I don't have enough followers, and then they're gonna get totally addicted like they already are to Facebook, and then they're gonna neglect their children even more.
Yeah, that's probably true.
And speak to the manager.
And speak to the manager, definitely. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, and Facebook can control your emotions. Did you know that?
Yeah.
They can control
Well,
your
just
emotions.
social media in general, right?
No, Facebook specifically, because and Instagram's getting there too, right? Because what you can do with a post, what they have now, they implemented this feature, which is you can react with an emoji, right?
Right.
And so they've got the
Like the poop emoji.
no. Like specifically under a post, right? They'll have an angry emoji and a laughing, crying emoji and a, crying emoji. They'll have all the range of emotions.
Oh, and then they tell you the number that other people.
Yeah. And so you can be like, oh, this post made me sad. And you click the sad emoji.
Ooh, I mean, you know what? They're just simplifying it. You're just delegating Facebook to control your emotions, right? That's all that being efficient is. It's like, you know what? I can't control this aspect of my life, so I'm just going to give it to you so I can focus on this other aspect. So I think, in a sense, Facebook's doing us a big favor by controlling our emotions for us.
Yeah, but they could be like, I want to cause turmoil. Mark Zuckerberg could just like snap. Like the lizard part of his brain is just like, get him. And he just like a shift in the algorithm. And it's like, now everyone's pissed off.
Yeah.
Because like, you could genuinely do that. Like, okay, I know that this happens to people. I don't go on Facebook because I don't care. I have better things to do.
Because you're 16.
Yeah, and I'm 16. If I were to go on something, it would be Instagram, and I don't really
He's
go on that.
legally not old enough.
Oh, really?
I think it's 18.
No, I thought it was 12.
Yeah, me too. I thought it was 13. Whatever.
So, yeah. It doesn't... Yeah.
Anyway. No, I think I legally created a Facebook account. Look that up.
Did Dylan legally create a Facebook account?
Oh, it says at least 13 years.
Yeah. Yeah, so I did. My Facebook account is legal.
Nice. Up
but-
top, man.
Legalize it.
Yeah, I did.
That's what that means, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Did you hashtag #MeToo create a Facebook account? Hashtag #MeToo?
But not legally.
Oh. Legalize hashtag #MeToo. So, where was I? Are we done?
We've hit an hour.
We're done.
Are we done?
I think so. Because we're gonna film another podcast right after this one.
Yeah, wait. Actually, hold on. Wait, don't end it yet.
Oh yeah.
Have you ended it?
No.
That sounds like a very yes/no.
I might. My finger's right. The mouse is on the end stream button, and my finger is right over it.
Hold on. One thing.
But there's a confirmation, so we're good.
I feel like I was
another 10 milliseconds after he clicks it.
Okay. I feel like he. What? Where was I going with that Facebook story? Was I going anywhere? Oh yeah, that could be just like a shift in the algorithm, and they can control because like people get pissed off from seeing like a Facebook post.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we could just
But that's
screw up our
only the
day.
people who use Facebook all the time.
Yeah.
And I feel like as soon as they try to justify their emotions to other people, we're gonna be like, "Hey, remember that episode of PPL that we listened to where Dylan was like, this is happening because of Facebook? Yeah, we'll go check that out and stop doing Facebook."
Yeah.
You're gonna be like, "Oh shit, man, you're right, dude.
Why are they a surfer dude now?
Because that's just who they are.
That's who 45-year-old soccer moms are.
Because Zuck's just gonna make all the surfing videos there. That's all he's gonna do is just fucking surfing videos.
Turns Facebook into a surfing dude video.
Okay.
Like
the other thing I want to do is you done with Facebook now? Is that
sure.
cool? Okay, I want to talk about the schedule podcast
Oh, okay.
schedule thing. So
Good idea. We
because-
should clip this and put it on as a channel trailer.
okay, yeah, maybe we could do that just so people know kind of what's going on.
Let's film it now. Hey guys, what's up?
What's up, guys?
We're live.
What's up?
What is going on?
Yeah, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna figure out a time that we're gonna live stream like every day, and how we're gonna accept weekends, but like weekdays are totally in. We're totally gonna do weekdays, like every weekday. We're gonna do a podcast like almost every weekday, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll do one every weekday, and but not all of them will be live. The ones on Monday and
don't go that far as to say which ones are gonna be live.
okay,
Because we don't know. But basically, you're gonna get a podcast.
one of them will be live a week. Yeah, can I say that?
At least one of them was gonna be live a week. What we're gonna do is we're gonna premiere the ones that we've pre-recorded. So like today, we're gonna record two. We're live streaming this one, and then we're gonna record another one after this.
Maybe another one after that. We'll see where we are.
Yeah, we'll see. And then tomorrow we're gonna live stream one, and also record another one.
Okay.
And then we're gonna have like a kind of stockpile. So on days that we can't record because no one's working,
Like Thursday and Friday.
Yeah, or whatever, or just because we don't want to do one that day.
Yeah.
We can just pop down in a pre-recorded one there in those days. So we just did one last night, or except Phil wasn't there, but me and Eli and Adin did one with Giselle and Sarah.
That's gonna be good. We should do that one on tomorrow.
I'm not gonna say which would, because we're gonna live stream one tomorrow, Phil.
Are we?
I think so.
In the morning?
Because we don't know the best time yet to do it.
Okay, why don't... Yeah, I guess we're figuring that out.
Yeah, we're
right?
figuring out the time, so we'll have the time up soon. I feel like that's not concise enough for a channel trailer thing.
No, that's not. You want to try again?
Okay, but we don't have a time though.
Okay. Wait, what do you mean we don't have time?
We don't have a set time that we're gonna do the podcasts.
Okay, that's true. Well,
Every
let's
day.
just say... Yeah, that's true. So it's almost pointless doing a channel
Dylan
trailer.
was like, we should start doing our podcast at 7, and then 7:30 rolls around, and we haven't even started the podcast.
No, I think we started it at like 7.
No, we did not.
What time is it?
Okay. Oh yeah, we started it around 7:30. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, anyway, there you go. That's our plan. We're gonna do.
Okay.
You're gonna do one every weekday.
Just
So-
check in on Instagram. Yeah.
My goal is by the end of the summer we'll have 51 podcasts.
Yeah.
60 podcasts total, but 51, the ones that we've done this summer.
Yeah.
And
Cool.
It's gonna happen.
Sounds good, Eli.
You wanna
Play the
Smash
outro.
that. Smash
Roll the
that
outro.
mother frickin' outro button.
Yeah.
Oh, we have an outro button.
Yeah, we actually
We
do.
have an intro and an outro button.
Yeah, I programmed it into Ableton, so you just press the button and it's like outro.
Is it slowly fading our voices in?
It doesn't fade our voices, but
You should make it.
because the one at the end it's louder and louder, and then in the beginning it's sometimes so it fades. Fade.
Okay, should we shut up?
No, we should keep talking.
We have like 12
It's an
seconds.
outro left.
That's a lot of outro. I feel
We
like
made them really long. Why'd you make them so long?
that's what she said.
Because it's like a
No, what-
it's a really chill song,
Would
and
you
I
be
thought
talking
it'd be
to
cool
that to make that joke? Like your mom or your dad?
Okay,
The podcast is ended.
It's done.
I stopped.
Nice, that's fun.
That was jamming.
It's a little bit boring. Podcast.
It was okay. But I felt good the whole time.